Happy holidays, everybody. My name is Melissa. I am from Sincerely Saturday, and today I'm going to show you how to make DIY floating ornaments. So I have designed my own template for you. They're available for free for download and print on sincerelysaturday.com. They are for a specific type of ornament, which I'll review in a second. You're also going to need the transparency film. It is available for purchase at Office Depot and the Printing Center per sheet, or you can buy it per pack there or on Amazon. You're going to need some scissors, a wine glass marker or Sharpie, some oil-based paint pens, a paintbrush, acrylic paint if you choose, and some Mod Podge to cover that acrylic paint, some sort of tweezer if it just makes it easier to have on hand. And I found these little figures, they're called Micro Mini Whimsies at Michael's, and they fit perfectly inside the glass ornament. And these glass ornaments, they are by Art Minds, available for purchase at Michael's. They are glass and they come in a 4-pack. So you're going to begin by cutting out the template for the insert, and you'll see on my printables that it's the very first one on the top with the arrow pointing to it. And you're just going to go ahead and trace that onto the transparency film. I found I could fit 6 of these size inserts on one transparency film. And you're going to see that I used a wine glass marker. Reason being is because it's removable. I tried Sharpie, and Sharpie, it doesn't really write on this transparency film very well, and it's also not removable. So if you can, go ahead and use that wine glass marker. And then all you're going to do is just remove the marker and dry those really well, and then we can get started with our designs. So now for the funnest part of this DIY, and that is adding our designs to our inserts. On sincerelysaturday.com, I have multiple different holiday scenes and Christmas sayings for you to use. If you don't find anything you like there, just do a quick Google search and I'm sure you'll find something that suits you. I used oil-based paint pens almost exclusively for the transfer of my designs. I found that the oil-based paint pens were the easiest to use on the transparency film itself, as well as drying the fastest and also not scratching or chipping off like the acrylic paint did. However, I did use acrylic paint for a few different designs, but I did find that I had to seal it with Mod Podge prior to rolling it up and inserting it into my ornaments. If you're going to use acrylic-based paint, make sure that when you apply the Mod Podge, you're putting it only on your designs itself and not on the transparency film, as it leaves a haze on the film and makes it look awful. Also, if you're going to apply anything to the transparency film, like those little Micro Mini Whimsies I showed you before, you're going to apply that using exclusively super glue. I tried a bunch of different glues, and that was the only thing I found that would actually keep my little Micro Mini Whimsies attached to the transparency film. Now we want to let our designs dry and cure for at least 24 hours before we try to insert them inside of an ornament. Now that everything's dry, it's time to insert our transparency film into our ornament. Remove the top of your ornament and roll your transparency film up. Make sure that the painted side of your transparency film faces inward. If you don't face it inward and you insert it into your ornament, you may scratch or chip the paint off your transparency film. Once you have it inserted, twist it around a little bit to make sure it pops open. The tab at the top is there to ensure that your transparency film stays upright. These DIY floating ornaments are so much fun to make, and they're so cute when they're finished. For mine, I added a couple little different things like pom-poms to simulate snow, and doubled a couple transparency films inside a few to make them look a little bit more 3D. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you have a safe and happy holidays, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please find other great tutorials and DIYs on sincerelysaturday.com.